I'm outside the CFE Arena right now, where we are expecting a special guest later on this afternoon. President Barack Obama will be here on the UCF campus campaigning for Hillary Clinton. You can see two of the survivors here, but what the firefighters don't know is there's a third person buried under the dirt. Students doodle or scribble anything that comes to mind while listening to a song. More than 700 bicyclists were killed in crashes in 2014. Unfortunately, most of those were not wearing a helmet, something experts say could have saved more than half their lives. Pokemon Go took the world by storm after its July release. The game encouraged players to get out and catch them all. Orange County Supervisor of Elections does tell us that for the county there's been about 60% voter turnout today and no reported problems. Light Up UCF runs through January 7th and tickets are available online and through the CFE Arena box office. In Orlando, Shelly Campbell, UCF Nightly News. Here on campus, you might have noticed more traffic and people than usual. And the reason? President Barack Obama is speaking on campus this afternoon, and some students cannot wait.
This is everyone's home, and I think he really respects that. And the speeches that he gives, they're just incredible. So I would love to see that in person as well.
But with such an exciting occasion comes the need for tighter security on campus.
We will have multiple road closures around the arena. We will have garages that are full from people from off campus coming to visit. And we'll also have a lot of extra security, including uniformed personnel as well as undercover officers.
Some students even asked their teachers to give them class off so that they could see the president.
First of all, it's a great opportunity for them to see the President of the United States. Some of them couldn't believe that the President was actually coming to Central Florida and that they could actually go in and see him.
The first sitting president to speak at UCF was Richard Nixon in 1973.
We can be thankful. This is the first graduating class in 12 years that will graduate from college or university in a year in which the United States is not engaged in war in Vietnam.
Arena doors will open at 3 p.m. and President Obama is expected to start speaking at 5 p.m. Be sure to stay tuned into our Facebook and Twitter for updates throughout the event. Back to you, Jenna and Keith. The walk brought people from all sides together in the fight against breast cancer, including survivors and their families.
I had to go through the horrible 6 months of chemo, 33 days of radiation with my
Mary Marchant was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer when her son was just 8 years old.
When I was little, I didn't see my mom all the time because she was always in the hospital, and then when she came home, she always was thrown up, so I had to get her rags, ice bags, I had to take care of most of her time.
Now, almost 10 cancer-free years later, the family came to the Making Strides walk in downtown Orlando to celebrate. Earlier this year, Marchant watched her son graduate high school, a milestone they weren't sure she'd get to see.
Very exciting to see her actually moving around instead of just sitting down all lumping and all sad. Now she's actually moving around, running, jumping around, celebrating.
And I've had a very hard road to get through, like so many of us, but I'm here and grateful to walk with this wonderful amount of people, all this great pink and all this wonderful support.
The pink was all around, people and even pets decked out in solidarity. Some were mourning loss, but the overarching message was hope.
It's all about encouragement. We don't do this alone. We do this with a group of people all over the world.
In Orlando, Shelly Campbell. In Orlando, firefighters train for a situation they hope never to encounter: trench rescue. Scenes like these, when construction work goes wrong, people buried under dangerous amounts of earth.
We're putting mannequins in the ground, and the fire department has to literally pull these folks out and figure out, are there concerns about health concerns to the individual that's down there? How do we move the material? What kind of material is in the way?
You can see two of the survivors here, but what the firefighters don't know is there's a third person buried under the dirt. Officials say these incidents don't happen often, but with Central Florida's sandy soil, the risk is real.
Digging in the ground is a very dangerous thing to do in the state of Florida.
This training comes at the perfect time with so much construction underway, from Orlando International Airport to the I-4 Ultimate Project.
Every time you see a construction project going on, there has been excavation, there has been underground utilities performed. So 99% of the time that all goes well and successful. We're here for that 1% of the time to make sure that we can do the right thing.
In Orlando, Shelly Campbell.